schemes, if it's too good to be true, you know the answer to that. So that's just a little background of who this guy is. Be very, very careful, guys. Shout out to Fonda Gabrielle for the $2 support. Says go Ringo. Appreciate you sponsoring the show. And also we have Robert for the for the $20 support. Appreciate you. Says facts Ringo. You have to get up and grind if you want to win. That's the truth. You have to get up early and you got to go. Guys, it's something about when you get up early in the morning, when you go to work or whatever it is you do.
Sorry, guys. Oh, shoot. I'm doing good, D1. How are you, man? Trying to see here.
If you get up early in the morning, it's something about early in the morning. Put a 1 in the chat if you know what I'm talking about. It seems like when you get up early in the morning, those morning hours, those first few morning hours before it hit noon, those are the hours of winning. Those are the hours. If you get up at 4 a.m., 5 a.m., between 4, all right, I'm going to put it like this. Let's just say you get up at 5 a.m. 5 a.m. to about 12 noon. Those are the hours in which you're supposed to be grinding the most. It's something about those early morning hours. Your energy be up. You be ready to go. You can put out a lot of work. You can get a lot of stuff done in that short period of time. Even if you have to go to the 9 to 5. Those of you that got to punch that clock, 5 in the morning, 6, 7, 8, that's the time to be up so that you could grind.
Oh, what's up, everybody?
If you're trying to do this in the afternoon sometime, it depends on your work schedule. If you got an afternoon
Shout out to everybody pulling in the building.
that's different.
My name is Shiloh Taylor, and we are discussing the Ringo TV reactions. He was talking about this guy named Nubreed, who he literally spends like 2 to 4 hours on various live streams calling this guy out. And I'm like, dude, you are just so obsessed with him. Why don't you just debate him or something, bro? I mean, come on.
To motivate people to grind, get into their habits of doing something productive to win, especially during these type of crises where people are waiting for the government to fund their EBT and their SNAP and stuff. You got over 300 and something million people in the United States, and out of that number, over 42 million families or people depend on SNAP benefits. That's a large portion of the population. A large portion. And to be sitting back
Yo, shout
waiting
out to everybody pulling in the building.
for the
My
government
name
to
is
say,
Shiloh
"Hey,
Taylor. Please,
that's
if you
crazy.
can, hit the
I'm
like
not sitting
button.
back
We
waiting
got 53 people in here,
for
only
the
2
government
likes.
to
So
decide
if you guys
whether
would
I hit or
please hit
not."
the like button,
I
and
can't
we're
do
going to
that.
be discussing this.
I
And
can't do that.
yeah, let's have a good
That's
time.
crazy. You know, and everybody's playing the blame game right now. They're blaming Trump for everything, when the Democrats literally is holding everything back. They're holding back the process. So because everybody's mad, you got influencers like this that keep on.
For the record, that's the guy he keeps talking about. His name is Nubreed. Yeah, so we're gonna see what he's gonna be talking about.
Trying to make people angry with Trump so that they could be upset. So let's listen to the tape, guys. Let's listen to the tape, do what we need to do. Again, shout out to everybody that joined the stream. Again, double tap the screen to give it a thumbs up. All of the folks that are throwing the insults, talking about my hat, you're wasting your time, right? Let's get to the content, guys. That's what we gotta do.
You're
Let's
wasting your time. Okay, we'll see you, D1. Have a good night.
And really break down what's happening in America. And you're going to see.
I get it. That certainly is a lot to take out for school.
I know.
Are you considering other options?
A lot of content that's really geared towards showing you how history repeats itself, as well as showing you the biblical prophecy that we are actually living in.
This man is talking about biblical prophecy when the people are hungry. Nobody cares about no biblical prophecy. That's called, he's literally grifting by making himself appear as though he's some sort of psychic, some sort of magician, a mind reader. He's acting like he can see the future. He's telling people that are hungry about biblical prophecy. Nobody cares about that. What are you talking about, biblical prophecy, and these people are hungry? That makes sense? When Jesus was here and his disciples was there, they took the food, the fish, and the 2 loaves of bread, and I think it was a loaf of bread and 2 fish, and they fed the multitude. Why this Bible believer is not feeding the people? Why he's not using all this miracle power from God to bring about fish and miracles? Why the Christian church is not bringing forth miracles? Where is the Christian church? It's like all of the pulpit pimps, all of the Creflo Dollars, TD Jakes. Have you noticed everybody's quiet?
He's calling them pimps. Oh, shoot. Hold on. Man, you just talk trash, bro. He's just talking mess. Look at his face.
During the snapdemic, have you ever noticed that all of these churches are quiet? Nobody's talking about it? Because they know now is the time to show, where your God is and the generosity of the church. They got all these millionaires in these churches. All these pastors are living in $1 million homes. They drive in Rolls Royces.
Yep, that's true. Like Joel Osteen, I guess. TD Jakes, like he said. Joyce Meyer. Billy Graham. I don't know if Billy Graham did, but yep, a lot of those people.
Flying in Lear jets. And their congregation is poor. Why they're not giving the money to the people? Why Creflo didn't go into his account and donate $5 million to these food pantries and these food banks? How come he didn't donate all his money so that he could believe God for a blessing? Isn't it interesting how the church
Yo,
will
what's
tell
up,
you
Pebble? How
to
you
give
doing,
a
man?
tithe, give an offering, and believe God for a blessing, right? But when the people are hungry, how come the church isn't working miracles? How come you never see TD Jakes outside? You never see Creflo Dollar outside?
Because they want to stay in their comfy homes with the hot tub, the cocoa stuff. I mean, they just want to live their life in luxury. Haven't you realized that by now, Ringo? I thought you would realize that, man. They just want to swim in their pools, spend time with their kids. They don't want to be outside saying, give your life to Christ and doing all this, man. They do all that within their church vicinity, bro. Okay?
You never see Jamal Bryant outside talking to the people. They're always in a building collecting money. That's all they do.
Collecting
They
money.
stay in these buildings, taking the money in from the poor. That's all they do. And I'm tired of all that garbage because religion is one of the biggest problems right now. I'm not saying don't believe in God. What I'm saying is people are religious. They're not really having faith in God. It's just a religious thing to say, I believe in God. They're not living according to the scriptures. They don't have no true faith. How you have faith in God, but you're crying about what the government is doing? You shouldn't even be focused on the government. You should be in your prayer. You should be out there getting a job. That's what you should be doing. Faith without works is dead, is what the Bible says. The Bible says if a man don't work, neither shall he eat. The Bible says to consider the ant. Consider the ant. There's no leader, but they work together to build. So why is it that as human beings, we always relying on someone else to bail us out of the situation we're in terms of government programs, when we're supposed to build community together? We're supposed to have strong families. We're supposed to have everything in order. Because here's the thing, because some of you are going to be like, well, what about the elderly? Well, what about the elderly? What about the elderly? If you put your trust in the government and the government controls when you eat and the government is shut down, you lose. There's nothing I can do. You put your faith in that. Why is this person saying traitor? You're saying traitor like we're in some sort of war. You must be one of those type of blacks that hate white people.
He called them blacks. And he also calls them, quote, ninjas.
You need to first of all clean up your own community. Because in the black community, there's a lot of crime and violence. Did you solve that problem yet? Or are you too focused on white people?
Why don't you try to solve it, man?
Because one of the biggest problems we got right now is that I'm talking about something serious. You're busy calling me a traitor like I know you. I don't know you, and I don't give two F's about you. I'm here to do the Lord's work.
He just said, I don't give two F's about you, bro. And then he was just talking about the Bible. Oh, maybe a little hypocrite in there. Hypocrite spirit.
Speaking this truth to make America great again. I'm not here to sugarcoat and pander to nobody. I don't care about your feelings or what you're going through. I'm here to tell you.
He doesn't care what you're going through. Oh my God. Thank you for letting us know that, bro. We really just received a revelation right there, man.
Tell you what it is so you can prepare for the future. See, every elderly person was once young. They weren't always elderly. If I don't do what I got to do now, then when I become 60, 70 years old, then whatever I go through is my fault because I didn't prepare now. So rather than playing the feel sorry game, all the emotional garbage, I don't have time for all of that. If you feel so sorry for everybody, right? Here's what I want you to do. To everybody that feels sorry for everybody, right? You have all this compassion and all this other stuff, right? Let's prove your compassion. Take your paycheck and donate it to the poor completely. Don't take nothing out. Don't worry about your bills. Believe in God and pray. But take your money and...
I think he's mocking right there, low key, bro. I think he is.
And go give it to the poor. Take your money and give it to the poor. I want you to prove that you really care about people. Because if you don't do that,
yo,
you
what's
don't
up,
people.
humbug?
So stop the love bombing. Stop the selective outrage. You don't care about nobody. Because if you did, you would donate your whole check to the poor. Jesus Christ said, the poor you will have with you always. Nobody cares about the poor.
We gotta get
Again,
some more
I
people
challenge
in here.
anybody in this live chat right now. Get your paycheck and just give it to a homeless guy you see on the street. Do it. You ain't gonna do it. You know why? Because in your mind, you know good and well, you give him that money, he gonna go buy drugs. He gonna go buy booze. That's what he's gonna do. He ain't gonna go get a job. He ain't gonna go better himself. He gonna go buy drugs.
And you would know that how?
That's what he gonna do.
Are you psychic or something?
So let's get to the content, guys. Double tap the screen, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed already. Let's get to the content. Let's go.
Right now as we speak. Now, first and foremost, those who have eyes, let them see. Those who have ears, let them hear. I want y'all to understand that America is on its last leg.
Really?
And there is a shift of power taking place in the physical as well as the spiritual.
What the heck is he talking about? There's a shift of power in the physical and in the spiritual. What do you mean a shift of power? See, this is what happens when you're religious guys. You literally go crazy and you start saying madness. He said there's a shift of power. Okay, if there's a shift of power, why are people not getting fed? Some of you folks, you call me a horrible person. So what? You don't know me. You don't know who. I am. You don't know what I do. You're just mad because you didn't get your benefits. But he said there's going to be a shift.
Ooh, he just low key roasted them. You didn't get your SNAP benefits, bro. I mean, oh god.
In the physical and in the spiritual. Well, in the spiritual, isn't God all power? So why in the spirit realm? First of all, this nut job is not in the spirit realm. So how did he know that? Why are people so crazy, bro? This man is not in no spiritual realm. So what the heck he talking about in the spirit realm? There's a shift. What shift you talking about? This man is crazy. Let's get back to the content.
I wanted the word cuppa as in cup of tea, but I thought it would be great to mix with hug. When I saw that
And judgment is here. Now, this judgment isn't for those who follow the Most High, those who are chosen and enlightened. No, the judgment I'm speaking of and describing is for those who have irresponsibly ruled the nation with an iron fist and no compassion whatsoever for the poor.
Compassion for the poor. This man is acting as if though the government's job is to be your daddy. Where in the Bible did it say the government is supposed to be compassionate for you? Last time I checked, according to the Bible, it says it's going to be a one world government where no man won't be able to buy or sell unless he have the mark of the beast. So why is he trying to make people believe that the government is supposed to be compassionate, as if though the government is keeping the commandments, as if though the government is following the Bible, as if though the government is strictly Jesus Christ, this, that? The government is focusing on its own agenda in terms of running the nation. Remember, there's supposed to be a separation between church and state. You're not supposed to combine the two. And this is where a lot of religious people miss the mark, because they claim they believe in Jesus Christ, but then they worship the government and want all the benefits from the government. Well, when is God going to do something? How do you know when God did something from when the government did something? If Trump opened the floodgates and everybody get their SNAP benefits, God didn't do that. Trump did. Do you understand that? Not God. For God to do something, right, it would mean it defies all logic. Meaning, it happened without the government doing anything. People just miraculously.
Mr. Dave said Trump ain't God. Exactly. Yeah, this guy here, I don't know about him, man. What are your guys' thoughts on this dude? Just type your thoughts in the comments, please, and thank
got
you.
food to eat. That's God. That'll be headline news. Everybody miraculously have food in their house. I don't know where the food came from. The house is full of food. That's God. You know? Somebody said, hush up, traitor. In order to be a traitor, I would have to be a part of your army. I don't even know who you are. I roll solo and I don't have no friends and I don't want none. So at the end of the day, I could care less how you feel about me. Double tap the screen to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed already. Let's go.
Compassion for God's people who built the country. No compassion.
If God's, listen, if he said God's people built the country. That's what he just said. Let's hear that again. Listen to this again.
No compassion for God's people who built the country.
If God's people built the country, why don't God's people go work and build it up again? Why God's people don't go build up their own nation if they built up the country? If they built up the country, they should be able to know how to be financially successful since they built up the country. See, I don't like when people say things like this, but they can't back it up. Right? Your ancestors during slavery built. You, on the other hand, didn't build anything. You didn't build anything.
Coley says, I like Trump. Cool, I guess.
You're trying to be a beneficiary off the blood, sweat, and tears of your ancestors. And that's the problem. Right? That's the problem. A lot.
Yeah. Yeah. Huh? Oh, thanks. All right.
A lot of folks that are in the live chat, right? Let me talk to you for a minute. I don't know if you graduated high school, but I understand it's the YouTube Shorts algorithm. A lot of people have short attention spans. You should try paying attention a little bit. Like listen, so you can get clarity, so you can get context. Because some of you swipe and you start hearing me, and then you start to judge. And I literally been on for 30 minutes. So 30 minutes of content you already missed. You would have to rewind back the video to view to get the context. So if you're not going to do that, and all you're going to do is hurl insults and innuendos and all sorts of goofy stuff, understand this. I don't care, number one. Number two, all you're showing is your ignorance. You're showing that you're not a rational thinking human being and that you're just not a good person at all. You're the type of person that just don't listen to gather the facts before you I guess render judgment, right? So let's get back to the content. Double tap the screen, subscribe to the channel, guys. Let's get back to it.
No compassion at all for those who have been chosen by the Almighty. Those people are about to be judged.
Why would they be judged? Judged for what? Just because you don't got a job and you want to wait. Why would you say that God is going to judge somebody? This is crazy. He said that God is going to judge people in America because...
Huh? Yeah. Yeah, I did. What? I said he has. What?
Because he's mad he didn't get his SNAP benefits.
Those people are about to be judged. I see the elder Baba Ronson in the building. Peace to the elder. Make sure y'all support the elder. Now, what we talking about? I want y'all to look around and peep what's going on. Just now, hundreds and thousands of flight cancellations took place.
Who cares?
There's a lot of layoffs going on in Amazon.
Who cares?
There's a lot of federal employees getting laid off.
And
of course, you all know the cut.
Yeah.
Hey.
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 You ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
And SNAP benefits.
that's what he's concerned with.
We know that the housing market is absolutely ridiculous.
Someone said, "Why isn't your OnlyFans accepting my EBT card anymore?" You must be in the wrong live stream, bro. So, yeah, you can, don't let the door hit you on the way out, alright?
We know that the price of living is off the chain.
Get a job. What do you mean the price of living is this and that? Man, stop it. Get a job, stop complaining, and live within your means. See, the problem is, guys, a lot of people are living above their means. A lot of people want to go buy, luxury automobiles, houses, cars, designer clothes, and they
Gotta get more people in here. Come on, we gotta get some more people in the building.
Then when they're hungry, then they want to cry. You got to live within your means and go get a job. What makes him feel he's so entitled to get SNAP benefits if he don't want to work? He don't want to go to work, guys. He want to get a free ride.
How would you know, bro? How would you know? Can you read minds? Are you the professor of psychic phenomenons? Huh?
By recruiting people so that they can work while he sit back and collect. I already know the whole hustle of.
He already knows the hustle front to back. He studied this guy like a freaking FBI agent, but it's supreme, brother. Man, this guy's obsessed, bro.
What this guy got going on, guys. He have a whole hustle behind the scenes talking about he's a travel agent. And based on the club that he's a part of some club called Planet Marketing, guys. Look up that business, whatever, Planet Marketing. The dude who's running that thing, bruh, I did some background searches, man, on the type of things that he's involved in, man. I got a whole bunch of videos to talk about, man. This YouTuber is literally involved in what appears to be a Ponzi scheme, a so-called pyramid scheme, where they just recruit people, and then the people recruit people, and then those people recruit people. And what happened is everybody's paying membership fees to the man at the top of the pyramid. They first of all got to pay a certain amount of money up front. Then they got to pay a monthly fee of, I think, about this man.
Sea views for days. Runs, I'm actually...
And is only focused on
America.
Channel, let's go.
When they didn't come up with a comprehensive plan for Black America.
See?
People built the country. See, it played itself.
If Black America built the country, why Black America don't go get a job? This man is only focused.
We do got jobs, bro. Shut up, bro. Just shut up.
On Black America. He's not focused on all Americans because he don't like white people. Why is he only focused on Black Americans? Imagine if this guy was the president. Everybody will be doomed because he's only focused on Black American. That's it. Don't make no sense. Let me see. Gregory again. $2 support. What you said this time? Let me read this comment from Gregory. Let's see what we got. It says back in the 50s, they wouldn't accept you. You must have been born in the 50s or something, because for some reason you're still living in the past. See, this is the problem with a lot of people, man. Y'all living in the past. We're in 2025. In order for us to make America great again, we got to move forward. A lot of you folks are still living in the past. You remember Lot's wife? What happened to her in the Bible? The angel told Lot to gather his family and leave. The wife said, let me look back. She looked back, she turned to salt. That's why a lot of y'all are stuck in the past, because you just can't let go. Can't make no progress.
When it did the most massive deportation in American history, it played itself because it sent all the
markets because of the no SNAP benefits. The produce section is filled with fruits. It's filled with all the goodies. Everything is in the supermarkets. It is a ton of food there, guys. So I don't know why he's talking about food shortages. He's just lying to the people.
Ready to show up to the farm because they didn't want to get packed up by ICE. America is playing itself. But as the Bible...
No, you playing yourself because you don't want to get a job. You playing yourself, dog.
America is playing itself. But as the Bible says about Mystery Babylon, no one can touch me. See, America.
Alright, guys, that will be all for today. Hope you guys enjoyed the stream, and we'll see you guys later. Ringo, bro, every time Nubreed sneezes, you do like a, let's work on the psychology part of why that sneeze was disrespectful. Alright, guys, peace. We out of here.